It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Well, got another story from Young Buck. Why everything went left with 50 Cent. Now, we know, I don't know how many times I got to say this. Like, nobody's making excuses for 50 Cent or anything. The facts are the facts, okay? Now, Lloyd Banks and Tony Ayo did everything right. They stayed loyal. They stayed down, okay? So any discrepancies they had was just like a personal discrepancy, and 50 already knew who they were and their work ethic. Tony Ayo seems like he always does the work. Lloyd Banks, he already knew who Lloyd Banks was. If Lloyd Banks wasn't doing everything that he wanted him to do, that's his bad. Young Buck was straight up disrespectful. Now his new interview, he's saying, well, I re-signed to Gina in 2014, and mine was for 2 group albums and a solo project, and that's where things started going haywire because I was the only one signed to a solo project. Who cares? You knew what your deal was. You're only as good as the deal you make. It's business. It's called the music business. You re-signed to a company that you already didn't agree with. He said that 50 didn't pay him. 50 didn't do this. 50 thought that he wasn't doing enough with the, deals that he put on the table for him, like for wearing shoes and wearing clothing and everything. He had a million things that he was upset with. Young Buck took to stage and said FG Unit. He also used the same manager that 50 had a fallout with, Shaw Money. Shaw Money was a big part of G Unit. They had a problem. We already went into that. I don't have to talk about it again. Shaw Money was taking money and not equity, so he was treated like an employee. Young Buck leaves the company and then re-signs with him 6 years later. Then has a discrepancy again. Young Buck is somebody that wants everything his way and doesn't do what the deal says. Why don't you just fulfill your contract and leave? Why make a big deal about it and try to see? He came out with videos a couple years ago insulting 50 Cent and everything, and that's why he's in the situation he's in today. Young Buck can't stop going to jail. The man is in his mid-40s and still going to jail all the time. It's like some people just don't grow up, man. That's what it is. Young Buck is an incredible rapper, but that's what he is. He's a rapper. Not everybody's meant to be a leader. I don't think I'm meant to be. I'm somewhat of a leader, but I'm not meant to be a leader of a huge company with a bunch of people. You got to know your limits, man. I know my limits. I know that I got to work for myself and work within myself and work for myself with maybe 1 or 2 people. At most. Got to know your limits, man. It's so important in life. I'm sick of the crybaby stuff, man. Blaming other people. Daz reveals on Clubhouse that it could have been Snoop Dogg, that it wasn't his fault, but it was miscommunication, that maybe he asked, it didn't get to Eminem that he wanted to do a record. Eminem as a manager, as we know. Is it Peter Rosenberg or is it Paul Rosenberg? Paul Rosenberg, right? So Paul Rosenberg's his manager. And Snoop probably asked him, and Paul Rosenberg said, not right now, probably a few years ago. And then, as Snoop should, he felt a little bit offended, because he's Snoop Dogg. He's a legend. They have a relationship, but Eminem probably never got that message, and he felt away. So, Daz is probably telling the truth, because that stuff happens all the time. Miscommunication, things don't get to the artists. And it spiraled into Snoop Dogg doing a couple interviews, Eminem feeling away, doing a record, taking slight shots at Snoop, and they've probably spoken since then, because these are 2 grown men. They're about 50 years old, meaning not saying that they're old, saying that they're mature. I'm sure they realized it was dumb in their talk. I hope they did talk, because nobody wants to see Eminem and Snoop Dogg go through it. It's like, you guys both come from Dr. Dre. You guys are legends. You guys change the landscape of hip-hop to get, in your own ways. And we want to see you guys just, do your thing, man, It's funny when they both get into their little spats, not together, but separately. Snoop Dogg makes comments about different things. Eminem makes comments about different things, but we don't want to see these two guys go at it. Not at all. Then we got TJ Mustard clowning YK Osiris. Now, YK Osiris is funny because this guy said he sold all his vehicles and he's going into a Hyundai now. Now he's trying to wear Gucci heavy, saying that he pays $1,000 for haircuts every month, and he has a driver now. I mean, this guy doesn't know who he wants to be. He's super young, right? So I think he's still trying to find himself. But it's funny when you're watching somebody trying to find themselves sometimes. He has this jacket from Exclusive Game, which is it's like a custom shop in Atlanta where they take Gucci fabric or Louis fabric and make, special jackets and stuff out of it. It's not stuff that Gucci actually makes. It's just carrying on a tradition. It started in Harlem a long time ago. And Dapper Dan started, so it's just carrying on that tradition. And it's taking something that Gucci doesn't make, but using their fabric and making something out of it. And Mustard tried to clown him on that. And, it's funny, but, it's just being creative. Exclusive Game is creative with that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's what that is. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to probably go to sleep right now. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys continue to stay consistent and try to ignore what's going on in the news. It's easy to get wrapped up in that stuff. I kind of caught myself getting wrapped up in it today. But you know what? Things are going to be what they are, We already know everything's in motion. A lot of people are upset about different things, but life goes on, and I wouldn't worry so much about it. I would continue trying to make your life better. And understand that any circumstance you're in right now will pass. Things will get better. I'm in my own circumstances myself right now. And, just like with family and family living with you because their cities are completely shut down and they're living in your house like my brother is. And he's driving me crazy. But those moments will pass. And you got to continue to do the right thing. So that's what I'm doing. But, you all have your own problems. Some of you guys are looking for work. Some of you guys don't know what your next step is. Jeez, I'm doing this right now, but, you always got to expand and you got to do different things. And I'm trying to build that investing channel that I told you guys about. And I got my own things going on too. I'm trying to lose weight. Day 3 on a juice fast. Doing well. You just got to continue to try and improve yourself in little ways. I'm reading more this month, and I suggest you read more. I suggest you use this month as a reset. Kind of plan out what you're going to do this year. Are you going to do a different job? Are you going to move your career? Are you going to start that business that you've always been thinking of? You only got so much time. You only got so much time on this earth. And you kind of realize that when you look at your parents, I have my mom, she's approaching 70. And she went through a divorce a couple years ago. And I want to help her make her dreams come true. I mean, she has the money too, but combined, if she wants a house with a garden, which she had before the divorce, I got to help her get that. I probably have to get rid of my house and she'd have to get rid of her house now because we both live on the same block and get a house together or something. I don't know, but you only have so much time on this earth. And my point is, don't let things just keep going on, Make it happen now so you can enjoy your time on Earth, because after this, you're off in the universe. You know, I don't think you just disappear. You know, I think you continue on, but who knows what happens after you continue on, you know. So just stay consistent, keep working at your goals, one step at a time. Don't get discouraged. Wake up every morning and just try your best. That's what I do. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you for watching, and I will check you on the next video. You guys have an amazing day today. You for sure will. Appreciate you.